Yo, this that man back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, subscribe. If you're old, comment, like. Tell me how you feel, man. Tell me how y'all feel about this new setup, too. This new setup of mine is something I'm going to be doing more often. Welcome to my little podcast, man, when I have a chance to talk and really get some things out to you guys. Now, what what we're going to talk about is a 7-time Pro Bowler. $72 million in career earnings, about 16 per season. Then we're going to talk about 837 receptions, okay? 11,207 yards with 74 TDs to go with it. We're talking Antonio Brown, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on with Antonio Brown? What I think is going on with Antonio Brown is really CTE, honestly. But I'm no doctor, so I can't tell you all that, okay? But what I can tell you is Antonio Brown has something going on either in his head or life. Because his ego right now, him thinking he's bigger than the game, is where he's wrong at. But that's why I think he has issues going on up there, Now, let me argue both sides of the table. First, I'm going to argue for Antonio Brown, even though I think he's in the wrong. Okay, I understand I'm doing wrong, but I issued a team apology. Now you take away over $29 million, $30 million, ladies and gentlemen, in guaranteed money. You fine me $215K at that. I'd be upset too. What you're showing me by paying me on a week-to-week basis, you're showing me I'm bottom of the barrel. And I am not bottom of the barrel. That's what you pay week-to-week receivers who aren't that good, who are barely on the team. Yeah, we'll pay you week-to-week to stay on the team. That's what they do. You don't pay a legend week-to-week in Antonio Brown. Okay? Now, Antonio Brown's upset about that. He feels disappointed. He feels betrayed. He doesn't need the money, so you know what? Release me. Somebody else will pick me up. And guess what? This just in. The New England Patriots pick him up for a 1-year deal for $15 million. So he's pretty much getting the same amount of money in which he got in the Raiders contract. But they picked him up for a 1-year deal just in case, because you never know. Because right now he's acting like a basket case, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just be honest. So when it comes to Antonio Brown, Antonio Brown is one of the best I've ever seen. Hands down, one of the best I've ever seen. One of the best to ever do it, okay? But when you talk about his mistakes, what he's done, his mistakes aren't right. He thinks he's bigger than the game itself. No player is bigger than the game. And that's why the Raiders had to do what they had to do. He was too much of a distraction. We tried to make it work. And no matter what, you take it to social media like a little baby. And you put your feelings out there so everybody could see and feel. Instead of discussing that with the organization feels betrayed. So this could go both ways. I see AB's point of view. I see the Raiders' point of view. And it's not about who I agree with, because I agree with the Raiders. But only reason I agree with them is because I don't know. I love to give AB the benefit of the doubt, but he was doing some things with the Steelers as well. So it's hard to argue for a man who also had issues with another organization. Okay? That's first and foremost. Okay? So all this is very interesting because these are Hall of Fame numbers. I just told y'all this man goes for 837 receptions, over 11,000 yards, receiving yards. We're talking about over 74 touchdowns, ladies and gentlemen. 7-time Pro Bowler. Who wouldn't want this kid? So Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots decided to give him a 1-year deal, and that 1-year deal should be what it is. Okay? We're going to see how he does with Tom Brady. I imagine he's going to do just fine with Tom. That's just my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but I think he's going to do fine with Tom. That's just my opinion. Okay? Now, It's disappointing that he couldn't make things work in Oakland, but it is what it is there, okay? So I got the Patriots having an even better season with Antonio Brown, and I have the Raiders having a great season without the locker room distraction. So both sides won here. Antonio got picked up in the same day. He got released this morning. He got picked up about an hour ago, okay? So what I'm telling you is the man's got talent, and the New England Patriots don't play that. They would not have picked up a player of that caliber if they decided that this man was a distraction to our organization and the things we do on a day in, day out basis. They do not tolerate that. So, the reason they picked him up was because it was necessary. And I think AB will be on his best behavior because players are often on their best behavior. Hold on, let me get a sip of this real quick, man. So, let me continue. AB, I'm disappointed in him. But I cannot be mad at his decision. It's not about the money. He wants to be happy. But to be honest, once again, the man is suffering from CTE that Vontaze Burfict hit years ago. Okay? Years ago. It's like, what do you expect? Okay? Matter of fact, let me bring up a few texts of AB that like AB is really in the wrong. He's really in the wrong. I'll show you a few texts, okay? That surprised me. Just a few facts, okay? He posted a video phone call of John Gruden. You can't do that, Antonio Brown. You keep the information between you and your coach. You're in the NFL now. You're not in high school. You're not in college. You've been doing this for a while now. So how could you over here leak evidence like that? You damn right they fined him about $215K. Why not? I would have fined him about $300K. Why not? We need the money. Okay? So, now, what else did this man do? Okay, let me tell you the quote he had this morning on his Instagram. And I quote, "And that's fine. I have worked my whole life to prove that the system is blind to see talent like mine. Now that everyone sees it, they want me to conform to the same system that has failed me all those years. I'm not mad at anyone. I'm just asking for the freedom to prove them all wrong. Release me at Raiders. No more. They put blinders on a horse for a reason. No more fake." See, I honestly think something happened internally here. You know, for him to just outlast all this information, and mind you, things like this go on all the time. But I can't remember in recent memory the last player to do such. Just put all the information out there, you know? So, I don't know what's going on right now, and I can't even call him wrong because I see what he's saying, but honestly, he's gonna have to play for somebody. Somebody's gonna be his boss, so there is no such thing as freedom. You get what I'm saying? Now, can he get his way with other organizations more than others? Of course. Will he get his way in New England? I don't know. Probably not, to be honest. Okay? But Antonio Brown's his demeanor. You know, so I see why the Raiders fined him for the distraction, even though he did just apologize. But I see why the Raiders fined him, okay? So, also, but where the Raiders went wrong in business at was taking away his $29 million guaranteed. I know a lot of you disagree with me on this, but that's where they went wrong. The Raiders shouldn't have took his $29 million just guaranteed money. I disagree with that. The Raiders should have let him have that money, but prove it. Okay? Let him play. He already apologized. He was ready to go Monday night. Get him out there and see what he's worth. Okay? You taking away his money shows there is no respect anymore. Shows you don't believe in me. And let's just say star players like that, legendary players like that, they got where they got because people believed in them. Okay? But anyways, man, check this out. I pretty much wrapped enough for you right here. This that man Dooley. This my new podcast setup. And I'm gonna keep it going for a little bit. So once again, I appreciate all you new subscribers. If you're new, subscribe. I would appreciate that, okay? Drop a like. Tell me what you think in the comments, okay? We can debate a little. I'm here for it. Okay? But anyways, holla at your boy. This that man Dooley signing up. Signing off. You feel me? See, I need that water, man. That man.